Another game, the next game I'm talking about is another game I played on Game Pass. Um, and this game is Golf with Your Friends. Now, this is a mini golf game. It's meant to be played with your friends, hence the title, Golf with Your Friends. But I played it solo, and so I want to give my thoughts as a solo player to this game. And now, I'm more negative about this game than I am positive. I did have fun with it, so I don't want to make it seem like it was all bad. But before I get into the negatives, I just want to say that if you have a group of friends, in my experience, just playing it as a solo player, I think it'd be a very fun game to play. You have a game night, you invite your friends over, you have pizza, you have some drinks, and you take turns playing it. I think it'll be an enjoyable game in that matter, in that nature of aspect. But as a solo player, let me break it down to you. So, okay, you boot up the game, right? And you would be, it's mini golf, you're not really expected to do a tutorial, but I think the way it is that the first option is online play. So like other people probably did, like I did, I went straight into online, not doing a single tutorial or anything, and then the person I was going against straight up wrecked me. And so I was frustrated. Like, I didn't know how to play at all. It doesn't really tell you anything, and the first option is online. So my first impressions right off the bat, super negative. And it took me a while overall to get more of a positive feeling about the game, and so I quit out of that, halfway through it. I was like, I can't do it no more. So went from online to an offline match by myself, because you know what? I was like, let me figure out everything by myself in a match by myself. And this is the biggest detriment, is the default rule set for everything. So, when you play a mini golf game, so my background, I like casual games, when it comes to video games like billiards, Uno, the board games and stuff like that. I just like chilling, laying down in my bed, just playing them, They're nice, they're relaxing, they're fun, they don't take too much concentration. When I'm a little bit tired, I play them too, before I take a nap or anything. They're fun, they're relaxing. So the default rule set is basically I wouldn't say it's the opposite, but it makes you feel like you're playing a rush game of mini golf. But what I mean by that is, like, they put a lot of timers and stopgaps on almost everything. They put a timer on, how long it takes before you put. They put a timer on the overhead camera. You only got 15 seconds, but that 15 seconds really isn't enough when the overhead cam is a little wonky in terms of controls. You only get a certain amount of, putts or hits, and while the pars on every course is sort of low, it's like 2 or 3, the way the courses are designed, and the power system with hitting the ball design, which I'll get into later, it makes it difficult to actually hit those par numbers, hit those birdie numbers, or at least like a bogey or double bogey, because I wouldn't say I'm the best at mini golf or golf, but at least hitting a bogey or double bogey is fine in my book. But I'm over there hitting +9, +7. Like, come on, like, it shouldn't. The way that default rule set is, I feel like it kills the enjoyment of someone who just trying to have like a fun, relaxing game of mini golf, especially if they're by themselves. Like, especially if it's a solo game, like, why have those rules? Why have that default rule set? But on the positive side, I think it's more of a great positive is the custom rule set, in which, in my opinion, I felt like should have been that default. You go in, you do like a quick tutorial, and they make you do a custom rule set, because I think that's where the game shines. You can take all the timers off, you can take everything off. There's customization options, like there's so many, and it makes the gameplay so much enjoyable, so much bearable in comparison to that default rule set. So that would be my recommendation going into this game. If you wanna learn everything about this game, just go make a custom rule set, change everything so there's no time limits, there's no stopgap limits. Just enjoy the game at your own pace, and that actually made it have more of a positive for me overall. And and another positive, I like the in the concept of course design, because in mini golf, when you're playing mini golf in real life, they can't go that crazy with the courses. But I like that idea of going crazy with the courses. And I think it shines in that respect with the course design. But on the other hand, is the power system with hitting the ball. And I think that is what detriments the course design, because with the power of hitting the ball, it's hard to tell. The power system doesn't really let you get a good gauge of how far the ball is going to go, and that honestly hurts the course design in tandem with that. It sort of brings it down, because you get frustrated, you overhit the ball. There's loop-de-loops and stuff. There's ramps that you make it hit it go this way and go down this way. But the way the power design is, it's hard to actually complete those fun, wacky course design elements they have in every course. And it's part of the reason why I'm not getting pars. It's part of the reason why I'm getting +7s, +9s. I'm constantly hitting it out of bounds. And I felt like if that was the gameplay change they can fix, I think it would be a lot funner for a solo experience. Now, for the last positive I want to give, they do have customization items. You can, put hats on the golf balls. There's different types of ways you can customize the golf balls and stuff. And I think that is really cool. And I think this is what separates the casual games, in that respect. Being able to customize different elements so you can at least get a fresh look. When I play pure pool, I can customize the color of the felt on the table. And there's a couple of different logo designs you can put on the table, stuff like that. It really changes up the experience, so you're not looking at the same thing every time you play, especially if it's a casual game and you're going to constantly play. It's nice to get that customization options. And they do have, on a side note, they do have other game modes like hockey and stuff, and then basketball, which I'm not a big fan of. I think it's hard to actually play that game mode. You're using the golf ball and actually trying to make it bounce in the hoop, and I think the power system doesn't work well with that. I do think the hockey minigame, the hockey game mode, I think that should be featured more, and is honestly a good mode for the power system, the current power system that's in the game. You're going through the regular mini golf courses, and instead of trying to make it in the hole, they got a hockey net up, and they got the players going side to side, like that mechanical thing. So you can just hit the puck through the course and try to hit it in the goal. You can hit it powerful. Sometimes you hit it out of bounds, but that's okay. You're going crazy with the power, and that's honestly okay. But it's fun doing that hockey game mode, and I think that should be more featured. That and then the custom rule set in the golf. Those are two great game modes within this game. And yeah, so those are my thoughts about golf with your friends. I played it on Game Pass. Honestly, like I said in the beginning, play with some friends, have a little party about it. If you're solo, I follow my recommendations, make a custom rule set, play at your own pace. Don't play at that default rule set. You'll feel very rushed. You won't have, in my opinion, I feel like you won't have a very good time with it, and you'll be better off with that positive experience playing with that custom rule set. So yeah,